entirely sure how to explain this, but several days ago, I had a profound dream that I had mentioned in the previous video. And in conjunction with that dream, I had some abnormal connection to my cat. She was not only next to me and being just overly, like absurdly cute, she was also emitting some kind of energy. And I absolutely wholeheartedly believe that this dream and my cat, had we had some kind of, I don't know, astral connection in that moment. And people just forget how powerful animals are. I guarantee you that if you were to go out of body, you would be able to communicate very easily with your cat, with your dog, and it would be not just a normal conversation, but it would be something that's in depth. So, my point is that in the last few days, something transformed, and I have a really hard time explaining what it is, but I can tell you that the moment I woke up from that dream, I did not feel the same. I felt like something internally in my spirit and in my mind changed. So I started to observe things, and I started to feel something right in this location. And I would go into these like semi-meditative states, not necessarily closing my eyes or anything, but just envisioning throughout the day. And every time that I closed my eyes, I would see this refracting crystalline diamond-like structure right in the middle of where your pineal gland is. So I noticed a profound change in my surroundings, meaning that I'm extremely susceptible to energy, and it affects me profoundly. Whenever I see a person, I don't see an aura necessarily, not like visually, but I immediately kind of read their energetic signature, what I call the quantum oscillating harmonics. I have an ability to almost immediately read a person. And so I reached the point where that energy was reflecting back in a very dark way to me. And it would affect me, and I would internalize it, and I would really struggle to make it throughout the day. However, over the last few days, it's as if there is a wall or a barrier in between me and the reality. The reality itself emits dark negative frequencies all the time, and they're constantly played with and messed with and tweaked in all sorts of ways. And I feel like there's some kind of barrier between me and all of that now, and I hope to God that it lasts. because there is no other, like, I just need to be able to have some kind of inner peace, at least some kind of inner peace, which is something that is like a completely foreign concept to me and has been for a long time. I almost never feel such a thing, almost never feel internally at peace in any way, shape, or form. Now I don't like necessarily feel it. I am kind of still kind of in a limbo, but I do feel something has transformed. And I do believe it has something to do with the symbols that that creature in my previous dream wrote down and that I couldn't properly see. And I think that was deliberate and on purpose. Speaking of dreams, I had a remarkably strange dream with Marilyn Manson, the musician Marilyn Manson. And it's not somebody I really listen to anymore or anything like that. I have in the past. But after that dream, he showed up right there in my feed. It was a very strange dream. I don't really want to go into details, but we were in this large mansion. And there was some kind of covert things happening. I was seeing children being abducted. And as this was happening, I was able to see how Marilyn Manson was trying to stop that. Take whatever you want from that, but that's what I observed, that he was kind of digging into that and trying to prevent that sort of thing from happening. I have no idea either way. So, yes, I hope to God that I can continue on this path, because I am in desperate need of solace and trying to make it through every day. At the beginning of the vid. Yeah, by the way, the supermoon the other day, I had a really strange sighting of it. I was ascending this tall hill, and right as I reached the top of the hill, there was a perfect view of that thing right in my face, and the car to the right of it had a 666 plate. And it was just the most bizarre, peculiar timing for such a thing. But yeah, no owl sightings in the last few days either. So I'm just trying to figure out what this all means, because I felt that this is significant enough to actually make a video. I felt that this is that drastic. So I just want to know what you think happened. And is this some kind of trickery, or is there really some kind of energetic barrier in place? I don't know. You tell me.